on the hill like that.
I just was kind of feeling for later, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's not much on X on either end. Well, yeah, or enter on the bottom. I don't know. We're definitely going to have to watch.
Fourth quick. Moves around on lap number 2. He'll stick with lap number 1, 14.553. 14553 for Jason Fager. Fourth quick.
I feel like that's where we need to go.
Okay.
We're up first. We're going to do all at these 3 stocks and B-mods, and then
we in third heat.
Some track prep. Second heat.
Second heat. Right. Yeah.
I almost feel like a guy needs to set this motherfucker up so he can just roll around that flat. Like that, did you see that house? He just rolled right through the middle. Rolled right around there.
I feel like he was lower off of 4 than you think though.
That's what I'm saying, but he didn't really, he just rolled right around there. We're stuck right in the middle of the racetrack. So rocking.
Oh yeah.
Heat 2 set to roll out, and they'll line up like this. On the pole, driving car number 38, JS Springfield, that is Jake Little. And to the outside of him, your 2-time and defending Mars Late Model Series champion out of Bloomington, Illinois, the tumbling dice 2-5. That's the high side hustler, Jason Fager. Jake Little and Jason Fager lead him to the green in heat race number 2. Into 3 and off of 4. Jake Little will pick up late model heat race number 2 and go into the redraw with him with a 25 of Jason Fager. Good run for Michael Leach in 3rd. I don't know. You draw the 1? You fucking dick. You better fucking hope it rubbers, motherfucker.
I grabbed one, I threw it back in there, and I grabbed another one. And that was the one.
Fuck!
Ah, here you roll. Alright, I need 11/16, 9/16, tape measure, rod, jack.
Going back old school. Again.
west wind, man. Sucks. Sure does.
Well, where he's gonna go, I just don't know for how long. I feel like, listen, I feel like we put a fucking 3 on, and if it rubbers, deal with it, right?
It's gonna be on you then.
Oh, he's putting a new 4 on.
The thing is, that 3 is about the same compound as a 4, right? The armor's the same.
The new one?
An old 3 to a new
4. Old 3 to a new 4? Pretty well the same. They're pretty well the same, but old 3 get hot.
Yeah, but that new 4 get hot.
They don't. I don't think they refire.
What's that?
The new 4s. I don't
Well,
think.
my thing is, you get it out front. I mean, old 4 ain't gonna fire like a new 4. Get some temperature in it. I don't know. If he waters the bottom, I think we put a 3 on, but I don't know. Here's the other thing. It's rough and cheap for holes. 4s don't typically like that stuff. The softer tire conforms.
dirty.
The style tire
We've been beaten
conforms
by
for it.
4 how many times here?
This is the thing. It's a little bit different dirt, and the track's definitely different.
It gets clean.
It
Gets clean and gets a lean. That 4 is going to be better than the 3. That's all I'm saying. Just being front one enough.
If it gets clean.
If it gets clean as a rubber, we should be fine. It wouldn't ain't gonna matter, right?
Alright, so old 3 then.
That's what I think, but I don't know.
He's got it cut up.
What's
Not
that?
that problem. I don't know.
You said you got it cut up good or what? So you got the 4 cut up good.
Well, yeah, my 4's cut up pretty good. It's 6 block. This is my old 3 right here.
I went 50 laps in February the other night. I know there was a mud ring.
And you chased it pretty well, but
That was good on the 4, but I was a new 4.
I thought it was old.
I don't care. I don't know what tire was fucking wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna be happy with whatever you're going.
Jason Fager and Justin Reed will lead him off of 4. And the Lotus 40 goes green here at Quincy Raceways. Fager will lead along the corner of the 2. Here comes Justin Reed down the back straightaway. Good run. Here comes the 18 of Shannon Babby, threads the needle. Good battle here early on this opening start. Bab to the top shelf. Justin Reed going to lead lap number 1. 2, 3 wide. Broadway Bullring coming alive here late. Oh! Reed slides up in front of Fager, and problems for Alan Wesley here on the front stretch, and we will get a Midwest sheet metal caution. Reed, Fager, Babb, Howes, Little, your top 5. It was a crazy opening circuit. Let's see how the remaining 39 play out. We go back to green. Good restart for Babb. He's to the inside of Fager. Fager will use outside momentum to go by the 18. Here comes House to the inside of him. Keep an eye on that battle for the lead as well. Fager to the inside of Justin Reed. Jason Fager will lead lap number 2. Reed letting it eat off the top. Fager will slide up. Here comes Babb. Here comes Jake Little into the mix. Good stuff here early at the Broadway Bullring. That top shelf has come to life. Babb down to the inside, showing the nose to Fager. He slides up in front of Justin Reed. Reed will try and turn back underneath him. That allows Jake Little to close. Here comes Unzicker in. Duty into the mix as well. And we got a Midwest sheet metal caution. Watch as they enter into the All-Star Performance Restart Zone. 4 circuits in, 36 still remain. Fager will pick up the pace on the floor. We'll see. Babb winds it up on the top shelf. He'll get a good run. Green flag is out. Here we go. We're back at it. Fager up to the top shelf at 1 and 2. Good run for Babb down the back straightaway to 3. Fager will try the top side. Babb down to that middle. Now low groove. Fager to the middle groove. Fager will lead. Fager, Babb, Reed, Little, and now Unzicker trying to get up to the back of the 38J. Jake Little, Tony Jackson Jr. and Austin House battle for position number 6. Babb to the inside of Fager. No go there, but he gave it quite a run, but that allows Justin Reed to close back up. Track really has come in for the feature for these guys up on the top side. A couple of guys that have made a name for themselves doing it, living up to their reputations. The Moequa Missile and the High Side Hustler. Fager showing the way. Babb trying to track him down. Reed, Little, and Unzicker round out your top 5. Babb right on the back deck, led in the tumbling dice 2-5. Babb gonna try and get to the outside. Can he try and turn down the Reed? No. He follows the tire tracks of Fager for now. They're coming up on lap traffic. Things are going to get really interesting if they get into traffic with how things are now. Right up next to the concrete, 3 wide for 3rd there for a second. Little to the inside of Justin Reed. He'll slide up and he'll take that 3rd and final podium spot, but he bounces off the cushion and Reed takes it right back. That allows Unzicker and now Tony Jackson Jr. to close in as well. Fager and Babb are in lap traffic and it is heavy in front of them. Fager going to try and split the difference of Duty and Queen in front of him. Babb now going to try and go to the outside. He looks to the outside of Fager. The door's open. Fager shuts it. Good stuff here at the Broadway Bullring. Babb down to the inside. He's trying to go up the middle. Treacherous lap traffic with no real good way to go. No clear path to take. Fager down the middle. Babb right on the back. These guys giving it everything they've got. Babb again to the inside. Fager, good run off of 2. He'll hold on. Justin Reed trying to close in to make it a 3-car battle. Fager down to the bottom. Does that open the door for Babb? No, he'll get by Brandon Queen. And a lap car between himself and Babb. Give him a momentary chance to breathe. As he'll now go by. Looks like the 10 machine of Darren Klein. They'll put him a lap through. Justin Reed still sitting in 3rd. Jake Little and now Ryan Unzicker in 5th. As your leaders slicing through lap traffic. 15 laps in the books. Now 16. 4 laps shy of halfway. Oh, Tony Jackson Jr. threw a slider up on Jake Little. And Little will lose another spot to Ryan Unzicker as well. So move Jackson up to 4th, Unzicker up to 5th, and Jake Little back to 6th on that exchange. Right now, Fager finding a rhythm up on the top shelf. In car number 25, Babb starting to lose a little bit of distance between himself and that tumbling dice 2-5. Jason Fager, Shannon Babb, Justin Reed, Tony Jackson Jr., Ryan Unzicker, Jake Little, Austin Howells, McKay Winger, Rusty Griffin, Brent Blue, top 10. We are halfway this time. Cross the lines, halfway home in this one. And we're still ripping through lap traffic. Babb gets a good run that time. He'll close a little bit of real estate. Really letting that Longhorn dig on the top shelf, trying to track down Fager and his tumbling dice 2-5 Longhorn. The horns are up in the front of this one. Fager caught behind the 78 of Stoltz. He's to the outside of Matt Bailey at 52. That allows Babb to close in. 18 laps to go. leaders. 3-car Brennan Willard, they're up almost into the top 10 lapping into this one. These guys are setting a torrid pace out in front. Slipped off before he'll give up a couple car lengths to the 25. Look back, here comes Tony Jackson Jr. to the inside of Justin Reed. Reed bounces off the wall again. Unzicker got by him, now Tony Jackson by. And we've got a Midwest Sheet Metal caution is out. And it's for your second place driver, the Moequa Missile, Shannon Babb. Pick your favorite, cheer 'em on, be loud, be proud, Quincy Raceways. This one's been good so far. The high side hustler will lead him back to the All-Star Performance restart zone. We'll go back to green. Here comes Tony Jackson Jr. to the top side, much like Babb has been doing on these restarts. See if he can get it wound up. Oh, Bravo's Jake Little up on the concrete. He's going to lose wholesale spots. He'll drop back 3 or 4 spots. That spoiler's hanging off the 38J. And oh, Bravo's stalled sideways. They're stacking up. Oh, one's going over. Upside down. Red flag goes out. Looked like the 33 of Ricky Frankel plops over. Unzicker to the inside of Fager. Down the backstretch, Fager will take the lead back, and here comes Tony Jackson Jr. fending off Justin Reed for the third and final podium spot. Jake Little letting it eat up in the cushion as well. He's going to the outside of Winger, trying to find his way back up into that top 3 mix where he was at one point. Back and forth, Reed and Tony Jackson Jr. go. Fager setting sail out in front, getting his rhythm up top. Unzicker working to track him down. 14. Howes digging on the bottom. And Midwest Sheet Metal caution comes out, and it is for the 38J of Jake Little with 14 laps remaining. They enter the All-Star Performance restart zone. 14 laps to the side this one. Justin Reed dives down to the inside of Unzicker, going to try and take the second spot. Unzicker holds on. Here comes Howes down the backstretch to the outside of Tony Jackson Jr. Austin Howes letting it roll up top. Unzicker now down to the bottom. Keep an eye on that battle for the lead up front. Multiple groups here in the closing stages at the Broadway Bullring. Things starting to get good as your lead pair running lines that they like to run. Fager likes that top shelf, bounces off the cushion hard. Unzicker closes. 12 circuits remain. Unzicker getting good bite down on the bottom. Fager, good momentum up top. Babb letting that car dig up top. Further back on the outside. This time by, it'll be 10 laps ago. Unzicker shows the nose to Fager. They're going to be side by side, not quite. Fager 10 to go, and he'll go to the bottom. Unzicker showed him he was strong on the bottom. Fager now makes a move. Will he go back up top in 3 and 4? He does. Unzicker digs hard on the bottom. 9 to go, side by side. You got a battle here at the Broadway Bullring. The Gym City is shining tonight. Good one here in the closing stages. Unzicker gonna try and see what he can do. His finger now moves down to the bottom. Fager now opens up the gap on Unzicker. Now 7 laps to go this time for the high side hustler. Good run for Unzicker in second. Justin Reed in position 3. Tony Jackson Jr., Austin Howes, your top 5. How about Rusty Griffall running in 6th? Good run for the fastest flash tonight. Winger sitting in 7th. Babb 8th. Willard and Matt Bailey round out your top 10. laps to go this time, 5 to go. Fager closing in on the tail of the field in this one. Watch that battle for third here in the closing stages. Tony Jackson Jr. closing in on the 1SC of Justin Reed here in the closing stages. 3 to go. Doesn't look like Fager's going to get to the back of the field before the end of this one. It's going to get close though. 2 to go. White flag will fly for your two-time and defending Mars Series champion, Jason Fager. Down the back straightaway for the final time will go the tumbling dice 2-5 into 3. For the 28th time in his career, the first time in 2025, Jason Fager is a winner of the Mars Late Model Championship, powered by FK Rod. Quincy Raceways, your winner tonight, the Lotus 40, the high side hustler.
Tommy Scott, multi-fire plug wires, comes around, shakes his hand, congratulates him. Jason, I'll tell you what, it was night and day difference from how the night started to how this one finished in terms of how pretty much everything went good.
Boy, that looked like a lot of fun out there tonight.
I don't know. It was a lot of work, honestly. When you're out front, you don't really know where to be, and I kind of thought that bottom would latch up. I just didn't know when, but I had to get to the top there to keep up Bab behind me, and Bab and Hunter both went really fast. We've been a little off, so feels good to get our first win on the Mars Series this year, and still got some work to do, but you know, we'll take it however we can get it. And thank all these fans for coming out. You know, I think track guys were off a little bit today, but they tried hard. And you know, it was a good race here for quite a while. And you know, them yellows were out there buzzing their tires. So all those long laps, I think that's why it rubbered. If it wouldn't have had all them yellows, I think it probably would have put on a show. Not adding rubber on the bottom of the can, but that's part of racing, and we'll take it. And can't say enough about my team, the bus, all my sponsors, Remtek, Titan, Rouser Batteries here with us, SC Online Sales, Tommy Scott, Griffin Signs Shop. I think it's my first win at Quincy, honestly. I don't think I've ever won here. And so I don't know where Tim Griffin is. He's helped me out a lot. Him and Dustin, they race here forever, but we've always wanted to get one here for them guys, and it feels good to finally do it. Everybody helps me out. I couldn't do it without all you guys, and be ready to head to Highland tomorrow.
Jason, it had to be the wall, wasn't it? Because you're somebody who likes to rip the top side. How different was it? Because you've had long last year throughout the years without the wires. How much different was it for you as a driver? Kind of adjustments.
I feel like the dirt's a little bit different, and then it's obviously graded out a little bit different. It's kind of a little roller coaster through there, so even though there's not like big holes rough, it's more like hitting potholes on the interstate. So, and the track's really hard, so that's hard. I mean, you're taking a pretty good beating in there. So that was, you know, it's hard to get used to it, and I feel like the car could have been a little better. So it was a handful, but I like walls, so I'm glad they put a wall around it. I think obviously these guys are working their butts off. You see all the work they've done around here, so they'll get it figured out, I'm sure of that, and hopefully we get to come back again.
There you have it, the high side hustler, Jason Fager, your feature winner tonight here at Quincy Raceways.
Always forgets our champ. Every time.
Made the trip worthwhile, huh, H?
A lap and a half later, it wouldn't have been.
I was just putting around up there. Started getting rough up there, too.
Yeah, we're putting around that.
I thought it'd rubber up harder down here than it did down there. It took me a few. I still feel like it sits down way too much.
It does.
I don't know. I think we need do something different on the left rear back. I don't know what, but I don't want to. It's like it just don't stay up back there no more.
Let me let you in on something.
And that's with this fucking other fucking tire.
Who was?
He would kill
Yeah, that ain't
You said Unzicker was on an old 3?
and he would kill you
off of 2 so bad, but nowhere else could he be.
Honestly, if there's no yellows, they probably don't rubber up.
I would agree.
I mean, all them yellow laps, everybody down there on the bottom just doing that's why it rubbered. Like, I mean, the biggest reason. I didn't think the top would be that good for that long. Honestly, down here, I felt better when I could roll in that middle. I felt better.
That one time when you got to lap cars and you were in the bottom down there?
Yeah, I know.
When you could come on, when you could
That one
come
time
out of-
you were in the bottom, when you were on the lap cars, it stuck pretty fucking good then. I was like, damn, it ain't that far off.
Yeah, when I could get traction upright, it was pretty good. We're still lacking traction.
When you come out of 2 and you drove down that,
This is all me, right?
it's like it seemed like a rocket taking
Yeah.
off between 2 and 3. And
Quincy recap. Got our first Mars win of the year, so that's always a plus. Qualified decent, start outside front row. Ran second in our heat race. Luckily, to do a top 2 redraw if there's only 3 heats, so it worked out to our advantage tonight. We had plenty of them work against us last year, so maybe we broke this pole curse. Started on the pole. First time, Redbeard says first time in 4 years we've ever won from the pole. First time we've ever won at Quincy. So that feels really good. Griffin Signs shop, Griffin Signs in time now, I guess it is. They're from down here in Quincy area, and I've been good friends with them guys, and they've done my decals for a long, long time. So Tim Griffin's might be the happiest guy in the pitch right now that he was here and we finally got a win here. Dustin, he missed out, but no, it feels good to finally get a win for him here. Because we've been so close so many times here. I don't know how many seconds and thirds we have, and been a long time. So trying to get one here. So finally got that monkey off our back. Especially Hunziker, I think beat me on a lot of them here. So feels good to get that monkey off the back. Car was pretty good. I mean, just still feels like we're a little off on balance. So just keep working on it. But definitely feel like we're getting on the right track. But I mean, who knows? You gotta have some luck sometimes, so we'll take that lucky number 1. And leading the points. Hunziker's gonna be second in points now, probably. So every position is gonna matter the whole rest of the year. I mean, it did last year, and I'm sure it will this year. So you gotta keep them guys behind you. Keep plugging away. But appreciate everybody that helps us out, and hopefully we can bring you some more win videos. Keep Redbeard smiling. But when he does his job right, we finally won. So. From the pole, so now, so just if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like all our videos.